Welcome back to Kev and Chuck. My name's Kev. Next to me is Chuck. How you doing, Chuck?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay. You know what we're doing today? We are doing UB40. We're doing a review on UB40, the group. Now, people who don't know who UB40 are, right? They are an English band that play reggae music. They've been around since 1978, and they hail from Birmingham in England. Now, the band consisted of these people, right? So I'm going to give you the names and the instruments they play, yeah? Because there's quite a few of them, yeah?
Are you going to go through all of them? All of them?
Line. Yeah, let's get done, yeah.
Oh,
so the lineup is Ali Campbell, yeah, who was the lead vocalist and played on guitar. Then you had Jimmy Brown, who was the drummer, or Falconer, who was the bassist and vocalist. Then you had Brian Travers, who's the saxophonist, sorry. Then Norman Hassan, who was a percussionist, vocalist, and trombonist. Robin Campbell, who's brother to Ali Campbell. He played the guitar and also vocalist. Yomi Babayemi, who was a percussionist, and then Jimmy Lin, who was a keyboardist. Now, a year later in 1979, Babayemi and Lin left the group, and then they were replaced by Mickey Virtue and Astro. Right. UB40 got their name from the attendance card that was given to people claiming benefits, unemployment benefits from the UK government. Okay, and that was back in the late 70s, 80s and stuff like that. And the group have sold more than 50 singles in the UK charts and sold over 70 million records worldwide. So, they're a big group, right? So today we are going to review this album. Hope you can see that. Labour of Love, which came out in, I think, 1980 something. Yeah? I think 1983.
Do you want me to have a look?
So we're going to do a review. Yeah, I think it's 1983. But if you can confirm that for us, Chuck.
Yeah, Labour of Love. So that came out in 12th September 1983.
Okay, cool. Right, so we're gonna do we're gonna do a review on that. Me and Chucky have listened to the tracks on this album. I think there's 10 tracks on the album. And we're gonna give our thoughts and rate the album, rate the tune, and so on and so forth. So let's just go straight into it. So the first track from that album is Cheerio Baby. So, Chuck, I've been talking enough, so you want to kick off what your thoughts and feelings on Cheerio Baby, please.
I like Cheerio Baby. I really like Cheerio Baby. The music video is really good. I really enjoyed the music video. I think actually it's probably their best music video out of all the videos they ever released.
I don't remember the video.
The video was basically it was like a little dance hall, like a little hall, and Ali was singing to this girl. He's singing Cheerio Baby, and he's following her around the place and singing it to her. And it was like telling a story of how they kind of met, because when we go further down the line in the album and go on to another popular track, Red Red Wine, that same girl is in the video where she's with the brother. Um, and Ali is pissed. Oh, he's all pissed up on red wine, um, missing her. So this was like a nice introduction, I think,
So,
in a,
to Red
in
Red
a
Wine.
yeah, into red wine, and it was like it kind of played a nice beginning to a story, and the video. I think the video is really well done, especially for its time as well. Um, so
Okay,
yeah, I
but
really go
the
on.
track.
Sorry.
What about the track itself?
Yeah, I
Is there
really enjoy the
anything,
track.
any nice parts about it? Yeah.
I enjoy the whole track. I enjoy the whole track. Yeah, I really like it. So I mean, so I'm just gonna give my rating for that, and I'm just giving that a 10 out of 10.
Okay. You give it a 10.
10.
Wow, that's a solid start.
10.
Wow. Okay. 10 from Big C. All right. Okay. Um, so Cheerio Baby was first recorded by Eric Donaldson. Um, I think it's a good track to start to launch the album with. You know, given this song a bit more of a mod feel to it. Um, though the song is 42 years old, the UB40 version that is. Um, I don't think it's that dated. I feel like I think it still holds. And I'm sure at parties, when this played, I think it would bring people to the dance floor.
Mm.
I'm sure it would. Yeah. So for that, I'm giving it a 6.3 out of 10.
Wow, that's low. All right, okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's over half.
yes,
6.3.
that's I think that's low, but okay. It's your thing.
All right. Right, we'll move on to track number two.
All right, do
Keep
it.
on moving, not and keep on moving. Not the one from obviously Soul to Soul. That
Mm.
was like another 5 6 years later. But there's this Keep on Moving track two from the Labor of Love one album. So I'll kick off with this one.
All right, go on.
So I felt that with this track, I felt that it picks up a bit more pace from Cheerio Baby. It sounds very much like kind of like the UK style of reggae that was out at the time. Um, During that period, the early 80s, from say like 1980 to 1985, six.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I felt that Ali Ali Campbell's voice, I think from compared to the first track, I feel that his voice seems a bit more settled in with the music. I think it goes, I think it flows nicely with keep on moving. Um, yeah, it's a good track. Slightly for me, gets the edge over Cheerio Baby, but it's a 6.8 out of 10 for me.
Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I listened to that track 4 times, and each time the track just got worse for me. Like, and I think when they named the track "Keep on Moving," I just did what they said. I just kept it moving. I just kept it moving. It's it's not for me. It's not for me. I gave it. I mean, I gave it a high four, like, because I felt like there were worse tracks on there. Um, and it wasn't doing anything for me. I felt like Cheerio Baby was like, yeah, boom, peak. And I don't know if it was peak because like I listened to that a lot growing up, and obviously because it was released, and Keep On Moving was just like it kind of just brought me back down. Like I just weren't feeling it at all, at all, at all. And I really did try UB40. I tried, I tried, but nah. Cool. On to the next.
Okay.
Let's keep it moving.
So next one, track number 3, which
Mm.
is Please Don't Make Me Cry. You want to start this one off?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I really enjoyed this track. Never heard it before until I listened to the album over the weekend,
Never.
and I absolutely love it. Love it, like absolutely love it. I think it's such a good track. Um, really good. I love the beat. I love the flow on it. It's just everything about it's just nice. Like it's just nice. It makes me feel like I'm back in the 80s again. Definitely. Great track.
Mm,
So I gave it a solid 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed that track.
right. It's funny. I was a bit concerned about your thoughts on this one, on this track. But I'll give you mine. I wrote down here. It's a slow one here. It's a slow one.
Mm,
So after they kind of built up from the first track to the second track. It was like ascending, and then they
mm,
brought it down a few notches for Please Don't Make Me Cry. Now, I I'm going to be honest with you, it's one of my favorite tracks on this album,
mm,
easily.
mm-hmm,
Uh, from Labor of Love. It has feeling and the sentiment of sadness at the same time,
mm,
um, and despair. And I love Brian Travers, who's the saxophonist, sorry, who he dips in and out of the tracks, kind of like from 3/4 of the track in. He
mm,
comes in like half to 3/4 of the track, and he just dips in and out. It's almost kind of like floating, yet somewhat haunting at the same time.
mm,
Um, but it does it sweetly. It's so sweet.
mm,
And for some reason, I don't know why. I could be talking absolute shit here, right? But for some reason, it makes me think. It does make, like what you said, it makes me think of the 80s. But for some reason, I think of programs. I'm very. I'm one of those guys. I tune into certain programs that play music on their shows. Meaning, like, like they might have background music. I'm very kind of aware of, oh, right, they're playing that within certain TV programs and stuff like that. I just feel like I can imagine this. I can imagine this song being played in the background, like on Only Fools and Horses. That's why I keep getting that image, right? But I can
mm,
imagine it, because I don't know why, right? But I can imagine something like that being played on just somewhere in the back, like that pub that they're always at. Yeah.
Nag's Head.
Yeah. Uh, I can imagine them just be on the background.
Mm,
But I love the track. I love the track. For me, I give it 9 out of 10.
yeah, it's a good
What
track.
was your
9,
rating for it?
9.
9. So 2 9s. Fantastic. Well done, UB40. Right. Moving on.
Move on.
We can't stop there. We've got to keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Um, Number 4, Sweet Sensation.
Yeah,
Um, I'll start off with this one.
go on then.
Uh, right. Robin Campbell Campbell, that's Ali Campbell's brother, yeah,
Mm,
he takes lead. He takes lead on this one.
mm,
Another slow grinder, yeah.
mm.
I can imagine my folk. I can imagine my folks and other folks like that, just moving and slowly just dancing to this track, yeah,
Mm.
right. Um, Robin Robin Campbell's voice deeper, yet sounding old school. Though I must say, I found it difficult to hear what he's actually saying. I don't know what he's saying. I tried to
Bro,
listen. It's just like
bro, listen, I
I
ain't gonna lie,
struggled
yeah.
to. I struggled to hear what he was saying. I don't know what he was saying. I don't know what he was singing.
Oi,
Right. So
at the
so
beginning,
with that, yeah.
at the beginning, yeah, I honestly thought that like I kept turning the button, pressing the button on my headphones because I was like, why is this? Why can I not hear done? Yeah, but I feel like they forgot to turn his mic up or something. Yeah, at the beginning or something of that track because it's so like the
What was
track
he
is
saying?
so good, but I couldn't understand what he was saying at the beginning. I'm just even
I thought
now
it was
confused.
me. I felt like he had his mouth too close to the damn mic.
Yeah, it was just whispering it.
But what the fuck are you talking? What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I struggled to make out what he was saying.
Mm,
Yeah, right. He could be talking. He could be talking like what he had for breakfast, right?
yeah.
We wouldn't know. So, but it still kind of flowed. Whatever he was saying, it still kind of flowed with the rhythm. Yeah.
Mm.
So, so for that, I gave it a 6.8 out of 10.
Uh, if it weren't for figures, it was like, yeah, it was really hard to listen to at the beginning. And then I really started to get into it, sweet sensation. And I thought, oh, this is good. Because when it started to get into it, I was like, yeah, this is good.
The
Nine,
chorus.
look, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it, I gave it a 9 because I really like it.
Give it 9.
Really like it. I gave it a 9. Yeah, I really like that one. Don't worry, there's that like
Right. Okay.
it starts to go down now.
All right. Okay. So moving on. Next, we've got Johnny Too Bad. I'm seeing that you're in flow.
Yeah.
Uh, you want to give your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I didn't like this track, like straight up and down. Um, because Johnny's bad, rude boy. Because he actually says like in the track, like Johnny be robbing and stabbing. That's what he says in the track. Johnny be robbing and stabbing at it, bro. I just thought,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, Johnny was bad.
That's what the original has as well.
Yeah, Johnny was bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like the track. I didn't like it. I just thought I thought it was a joke thing. Like they mentioned the word Babylon in there enough. Yeah. And if you don't know what Babylon is, that's what black people used to call the police. Like Babylon. I just think they still could. I think there's still a couple of brothers out there that still call people
But why
Babylon
didn't you
out
like
here.
that? Why did you like it? Why did you like
What
it?
the what? Why did that? Why didn't I like it?
Why did you like them saying it?
No, I don't care if they say Babylon. I just said that they say Babylon in the tune. I
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like it.
Nah, I don't care if they say Babylon, but like I just didn't like the tune, man. Johnny just running around the place, just robbing and stabbing, bro. That's just like, come on, man.
Well,
Like,
hold on, wait. But hold on, if Buster Rhymes was to say that, you would have no problem
but
with
Buster wasn't out here robbing and stabbing. Yeah, he's just spitting bars out here, bro. They're talking about Dodge just
Yeah,
running around the streets.
he would say that he's gonna bust a man's face and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's different though. But
You
like,
know, he said that.
no, but he would say, Buster would say, like, oh, if a man, like, he hasn't said this, yeah. I'm not saying he spat these lyrics, but he would say something in the line of, if a man pissed me off, I'll bust him in the head. Like, all right. Okay. But Johnny was out there like doing this for like career wise. Like this was robbing and stabbing like on a career movement, bro. This was just a one-off. You know what I mean? Johnny was doing this on a regular basis. Man was out there doing it every day, bro. Nah, bro. I wasn't feeling the track. Nah. So I gave, what did I give it? I didn't even give it a rating. That's how bad it is. I'm trying to give it, but I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it a solid 2 out here, bro. I'll give it a 2 just for the rhythm. Like I like the rhythm, but that's it, bro. Sorry, UB40. I'm sorry, bro. Come on, man. I like you lot, but that tune, you need to change them lyrics, bro. You need to rewrite that. Robbing and stabbing
But
out
you
here.
could, but it's the and this. All right, let me just say, right. So let me say my piece, right. On this track, it's another. It's another cover, right? Because basically, Labor of Love is pretty much covers, so all covers, right?
Mm,
So this was a cover done by the band, originally done by the Slickers, and basically by the same title. It's called Johnny Too Bad. Yeah, I
mm.
haven't got the original 45, but I have it on this cover.
All right.
Yeah, Tighten Up Volume 4. And if you see her with the sweets, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can find that original version by the Slickers. Anyway, um, when I first listened to it, right back then, I always thought it was Ali that was on it, yeah, but it's not Ali
Mm.
who's singing it. It's Norman Hassan, who's the
Right.
percussionist. Yeah,
Right.
he's stepping up to the mic and he's delivering the sermon. Yeah,
Mm.
right. Now, what I put here is like I said, these people, those who would be listening to it would think that that might think it might be Ali Campbell that's on the vocal, but it's not. Um, and like it's faster in pace. It's a faster version than the original. The original's much slower but bassy. Yeah,
Mm.
where this one's quite fast, much faster pace and light. Um, I sometimes struggle with that because I do prefer the slower version. Yeah.
Mm.
But what I do like is when Astro comes in, because Astro comes in towards the end and he does his bit. Yeah.
Mm.
Right. Now, I don't know if what your thoughts on Astro coming in. I take it that he doesn't save it for you. Um, but Astro's toasting. Yeah, well, yeah. I said I'll put here. Astro's toasting makes up for my issue with the faster pace, but
Right.
at the same time, uh, Hassan's vocals, who's chatting for it for most of it, or singing, whatever you want to call it, it fits well. So anyway, I gave it a 7.2.
Boy. Wow. That's high.
Right,
High
we move on.
numbers. All right.
We move on. Track number 6.
Red wine.
Red Wine. Yeah. Now I think everyone knows this track. Everyone knows this track from UB40. I think this is probably UB40's most famous track, really. Yeah. And I think this is a track that
Mm.
probably kind of blew them up. Yeah. Worldwide. It's originally a Neil Diamond creation. He wrote the song, and then Tony Tribe, reggae artist, he did the reggae version of it.
Mm.
So UB40 got hold of it and kind of slowed it down from the Tony Tribe version, slowed it down with a kind of like a funky beat, funky sound to it. I think it's simple yet brilliant bass work by Alpha Falconer, and he makes it very fantastic, effortless bass playing from him, and good drumming from Jimmy Brown. And as you can tell, Ali returns to do the lead vocals on this track. And I think for me, I think when Astro comes in, I think he takes it up a notch. I like the Astro version, the where he's toasting again, rather than the normal version that you hear on the mainstream without the toasting. When I mean toasting, I mean like Astro just MCing, yeah, right, or just chatting on the mic, right. I prefer this version, and I like it a lot. When you have it loud, it sounds good. 10 out of 10. That's me done.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got much to say about it. Red Wine's a really good track. The video is really good. Again, love it. And yeah, it's a simple 10 for me.
Mm. What do you think of Astro's toasting on it? Do you think it
Yeah,
carries the song?
I like it. I like it. I mean, I prefer it to the one where he's not on it. But I like both versions of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I like both
Right.
versions of it. So yeah, 10 for Red Wine.
10. Oh, well, right. Okay. Now we are moving on to a track called Guilty. Boy, Chucky looks distressed over there.
Well, it's
Track number 7.
yeah,
Track
track
number
number
7.
7.
I
Yeah.
think, I'll let you express yourself on this one.
Well, this track, I mean, I was waiting for the track to start for a good 2 minutes. But man was just pure chatting in this track, bro. I was like, and then the first time I listened to it, I was just like, man, he's just talking, bro. So I was like, what's going on here? So I said, okay. Man, just yapping in the track. So then I thought, all right, skip. And then I listened to it again today. And then I was listening to what actually man was saying. And man was like, talking to this woman, talking about, yeah,
Trying
I
to
see you
speech
got,
girl, isn't he?
yeah, got a ring on this finger. And, I hope your man knows how lucky he is to deserve someone like you. And yeah, ta. Man's just pure seducing this woman, bro. Just dropping bare lines on her. And
Yeah.
I mean,
1983.
I get that, but it's like, I just didn't like it.
It's
I didn't like
1983.
it. I know it's 1983. I know it's 1983, but like there's better ways to like put tune out and seduce women. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. I mean, I tell you what, yeah, there's a reggae track from Beres Hammond. What one dance can do. Yeah. And I remember listening to that for the first time and then listen to it again. I absolutely adore that track from like when I was a kid. My mum used to play it. And then when I got old enough to understand what Beres was talking about, yeah, he was just like talking about this woman that he met on the dance floor, and her man is over there. And it was like, yeah, he was trying to get a woman to dance with him, even though she had a man. But he was singing the track. Where whoever the dom was on this one, man was just talking, bro. Man was just talking. Like there was nothing for me. It was nothing. There was nothing good about that track. There was nothing good about that track. So
So,
I
so
mean,
your
I gave
rating?
it, I gave it a 3.
Okay.
Yeah, just didn't like it.
Um, for me, I put down in my notes, I don't play this one. I don't play this one too much, but it's okay. Once again, Norman Hassan is on the track. He's doing the vocals on it, doing all the smooth talking. Yeah.
Mm.
And I do think that the smooth talking is quite a lot. It's quite a lot of
Yeah,
smooth
it's
talking,
too
quite a lot
much.
of chatting.
Yeah,
I thought that maybe it was he'd chat and then he leads into a song.
Yeah.
some singing, maybe Ali. I first thought it was Ali that was doing the vocals,
Mm,
but it weren't. It was Norman. And so anyway, um, and it was interesting. But I thought it was so unlike where you didn't like it. I thought it was interesting to listen to how man is actually trying to speech woman, or whatever woman he's chatting to in
mm,
this song, right? Because I was interested in the lingo and how he was trying to, express himself with this track.
mm.
Um, so I thought that was interesting. It's definitely not my favorite, but I'll give it a 5.9 out of 10.
It's high.
So just above average. Um, number eight. Number eight. So we've got three more tracks left. So we'll try and wrap this up as quickly as we can. Um, She Caught the Train, which is an interesting title. Um, for me,
Mm.
it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't really grab me that much, and that's all I pretty much have to say. And I don't have anything else to give, so I'm giving a 4.8 out of 10.
Yeah. I gave it a 7.
Seven.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It kind of has like a bit of an 80s electro kind of feel to it. I don't know. There was something about it that I really enjoyed. Um,
Mm.
and I listened to it a few times because I kept going back and listening to it. I actually enjoy it. Surprising one for me because I didn't think I would. But I like it. So I gave it a 7. I think it's good.
Right. Okay. You can also start off this one, Chuck. Number
Oh,
nine, Version Girl.
version, version girl. Yeah. So I like this track. Do I like it? Yes, I like it. I'm just looking at the rating I gave it. I do like it. I like the way it starts. I like the beats to it. Again, a real good, I don't know, real good 80s reggae feel to it. Again, it took me back to the past. It made me feel like I was back in the 80s. It's really nice, soft, easy going. Um, yeah, so I really enjoyed that one. So I gave that a 7.5 on that one.
Right.
You still there?
For me, yeah, it's a nice track. It's a nice track. I'll
Mm,
give it 6.2 out of 10.
6.2. Yeah. All
6.2 out of 10.
right.
And finally, the last one. This one's a bit of a mover. Um, Not in the physical dance way, but it's more kind of like a big crescendo towards the end. Too many rivers to cross. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this one was another cover from Jimmy Cliff's "Many Rivers to Cross." Um, I thought, I think it's a good. I think they've done well. I think they've done a good job on it. I'm sure. I'm so sure I can hear Jackie Graham's vocals in the background. I'm sure her and Ruby Turner's. I'm positive, but I could be wrong. If anyone knows, or if anyone of UB40 is watching this, please let us know and put your comments down below in the comment section and let us know if Jackie Graham and Ruby Turner are on this. But yeah, I think it's a decent track. It's not my favorite one, but it's a good track, and I think Ali really goes into one with it. So I give it a 7.3 out of 10.
Hi. Hi.
Hold
You
it.
definitely crossing
Done.
rivers with that one.
Hold it. Hold it.
Uh,
Go on.
I didn't like it at all. I prefer Jimmy Cliff's version, and I'm not even a big fan of Jimmy Cliff's version either, to be honest. Um, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was a real disappointment to like a pretty half decent album. yeah, I was just expecting a little bit more from that last track, and that last track was for me was just just poor. I'm sorry, UB40. So I gave it a 1 on that one.
Okay, right. So overall,
Mm-hmm.
what's your thoughts on this album? Very quickly.
Very good album. Not very good album, a good album, a good album. Some really good tracks on there. Some I feel like some space fillers on there as well.
Disappointments.
Yeah, but you know, it was their first album. So I give it to them. So I would give
It's
the
not their
whole
first.
album.
Can I just correct you? It's not their first album,
Oh, is
but
it
it's their
not?
first cover album.
Okay, I'll take that
No,
back.
but
Sorry.
it's their first cover album. Yeah.
Okay. So I will give them out of 10 a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Listen, despite I like some songs on there a lot, and I don't like some not a lot, right? But what I will say, they have achieved their objective, and you know what their objective was when they made this album? To bring reggae music to the masses, yeah, to a broader audience, and I would say they've done that. Yeah, I'd say that they achieved it. They wanted more people to listen to it. So whether that means just like more people, or whether it means like a more broader, white audience, who knows? Yeah, right. Maybe it's a bit of both. Yeah, but I feel that they have done that. It's a cover album. They're all covers, and they didn't do too bad. You remember, it's a multicultural group that doing black music. Yeah, most times, most people who try to attempt that they get criticized and they get shunned for doing it. So you can't do it. I think they've done a good enough job. I think they've done a good job, and I think it's a decent album. It's not anything to be ashamed about at all. It's a decent album. It's a decent album. So for that, I'm giving it a 7.5. 7.5 with the stuff that I've said in regards of what the objectives are and the music combined. And that's my review of that. And you obviously heard Chucky's review. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that do you agree with any of us, or do you rate the album higher, or do you rate it lower? Please let us know. But for now, that is the review from UB40. And just before we go, sorry, I'm forgetting Chucky, we have got this one, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, which is the next album we're going to review. So please stick around and wait for us to do a review on that. But for now, we've got to go. Peace.